winter is done, let's spring clean our vehicles. Step 1, grab 2 bags, one for garbage and one for the random junk that you or your children have left in the vehicle that does not belong there. Take the car seats out, of course. You'll be surprised what you can find underneath those. And then pull out all the floor mats. Before you start your vacuum, I recommend moving all your chairs forward as far as they go. There's lots of surprises hidden under there. Then go ahead and get into the vacuum. Get the seats all over, up and down, in the nooks and crannies, and special emphasis on the floors, of course. You want to be thorough. Really make sure that you're getting every little thing up. You'll see after I pick up all the crumbs and such, I'm going to hit it with my aniline brush so I can go in and get the dog hair out, which, by the way, I have 2 dogs, both of which are non-shedding dogs. But guess what? Non-shedding dogs, that doesn't actually exist. Just look at this. Every dog sheds some, at least, okay? Now, the special trick to get in those like really tight spots between chairs or between the console, you can shove the vacuum in there all you want. But I like to grab a little brush, either something that's like a toothbrush or proper detailing brush, to try and pull the crumbs out so that the vacuum can actually reach them. Same with spots like this. Pull out all the little crumbs and dust so the vacuum can get to it. Don't forget to use your vacuum in the console, in the cup holders. Like, don't try and wipe that out without vacuuming it out first. Over time, no matter what you do, you're gonna get little crumbly bumblies in there, I like to call them. And when you're cleaning the cup holders, I like to spray it down and use this round brush. I find it really, really works well to get that circle motion going. But if you don't have that, you can once again just use some kind of toothbrush of some sort. Scrub it really good, and then you go in with a cloth. And this is my favorite little technique. You shove the cloth in, it's like a squish and a twist, and that'll get all of the edges, pull up all the product, all of the mess. Now, this is not a full deep detail we're doing, so usually I would scrub this entire door down, but I'm just going to focus on the cracks that have dust settled, as well as any spots that you can see like visible dirt from kicking your door open with your shoe or something. And then just go ahead and wipe it down with a cloth to get the dust off and the dirt off and just the basics, right? And once again, don't forget those cup holders. Try that squish and twist. I promise it works awesome. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, these door sill trims get so dirty because that's where we're stepping, right? That's where we're putting our foot down when we get in the vehicles. So use a tiny toothbrush and really, really, really spend time scrubbing it. Even go in between the little rubber parts there to get that dirt out that's just been built up over time. It needs a really good scrub right here. And unfortunately, if you have kids like me, you might have a kicker who likes to kick the back seat of the other chairs, and guaranteed at some point or another their feet are muddy. So this is how the back of my chairs look a lot. If you scrub it down and wipe it and you realize that there's still some left, go in for a round 2. It doesn't hurt to go in a round 2, especially if it's been there for a long time. It's going to need an extra layer of scrubbing to get it all off and make it look clean again. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, windows are the worst. I like to get 2 different cloths of different color, and I use the first cloth for the initial wipe down. It's going to get like a little more wet because of the product, and then I use the second cloth to shine it up, to try and get rid of those streaks. This cloth's going to stay a little bit more dry so it can properly shine away those streaks. But I'll tell you, streaks sometimes just take forever. You just have to have patience and keep trying until you can get a streak-free shine. I've tried different products. Sometimes it's just the way that it is. But make sure when you're doing your windows, it is out of direct sunlight. Otherwise, it's going to be streak city all day. And always wipe up any excess overspray before you're done. Floor mats. I like to spray mine with a degreaser, and then I go in with a pressure wash. And for round 2, once again, hit it with a degreaser. And then I use my drill brush to just really give it a good scrub. After all this salt and stuff, like it needs a good scrub to get it clean. This part's totally optional, but I like to hit mine with some diluted Shine-All. So it's not too slippery, but it just kind of brings the black back because I like when they're nice, dark, black mats instead of kind of that lighter color. Sometimes they fade too over time. Look at that. So here's the finished product of the inside. It honestly took me maybe an hour, and I was filming the whole thing. So it's not going to take you all day, but it's definitely something that you should prioritize when winter is officially done. And now the inside's done, we're going to hit the outside. First thing you're going to do is rinse it well with the pressure washer, focusing on those wheel wells where all that salt is. You can go in with the foam brush if you have a crappy vehicle like me, or if you have a nicer one, then you can try out the pre-soap. Pre-soap is an awesome soap, and it just kind of sits. It doesn't run down. It can do its thing. You can either scrub it with like a wash mitt or just let it soak. Then you want to rinse it off, starting from the top to the bottom. That's the fastest way to get it done. That's the way to spend the least amount of money when you're at the car wash. Give it a good solid rinse. Bring it home, towel dry it, and please, 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 please don't forget to wipe down your door jambs, guys. It makes a huge difference having a clean door jamb. And that's it. Your vehicle is ready for spring.